are on the air. Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, or good evening, or whatever time it is where you are. This is Lunch with Len on Thursday, February 11th. And welcome, everybody, on board today. Got Bill and Larry over here to monitor and make sure things aren't going bad. They were the first ones to show up, so I got them cornered over here. Hello, Craig and Rick, Chris. Allie Ashton was on just a couple moments ago. She's over in the United Kingdom. It's 7:30, so I guess it's dinner with Allie. But she seems to have dropped off and disappeared. So I wonder what happened to her. And Lou, I'm assuming you folks out there in the chat can hear and see me. Please let me know if you can hear and see. Somebody type in the chat you can hear and see. And Lou, I put a question up there in the chat for you before. I don't know if you know how to turn the chat on or not. Question is, do you know how to get that little picture next to your name? And if you don't, it's gravatar.com, and somebody can type into the chat the URL for that. But it's a free service. You just have to open an account with Gravatar, and then you'll have your little picture. Okay. Rick says he can see in here. Alrighty. So some of you who were on the webinar last night know that MLSP introduced some just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal capability last night. But they did it pretty fast. And so I'm actually going to go back through and I'm going to show you how to do all of the stuff that they introduced. And I'm going to go slow enough that this is going to be a good training video. So if anybody feels like they don't need the training, you know, if you disappear, I'll understand that. I may go a little bit past noon. I can't tell you. There's a lot of material, and we're going to have to go pretty slow through some of it because it's pretty sophisticated stuff. If there's anybody on the webinar or watching the replay, and I'm over your head, it's like, I don't have a clue what he's talking about, then get in touch with me, because I'm not going to cover the basics. I'm going to assume that you know that you have an MLSP site, that you know how to get to your website, you know how to get to your panel, and you know how to set up blogs and things like that. So let me go to screen share, and I'm going to count on, yeah, it was fast, Chris. I'm going to count on you guys to keep me honest, to make sure that everybody can see it here. So here we go, screen share, entire screen share. Let's hope you can see my screen. And I am going, and I'm going to assume now you can see the dashboard of my MLSP blog.
Yes.
Somebody? Okay.
Yes, we can.
Here's the deal, folks. Once again, I'm not going to cover the fundamentals. I'm going to assume that you know how to go at least this far. You've got a blog and you know how to get to your dashboard. If you need help with any of the basics, simply get in touch with me and ask if anybody needs help. So here we are at the dashboard. The first thing I'm going to show you how to do is to use this MLSP plugin. And let me show you in plugins here just a moment. In Appearance Widgets. I'm sorry, it's a widget. It's not a plugin. I call it a plug. Well, it is a plugin too, but it's a widget. And when we first started with MLSP blogs, MLSP sites some time ago, this widget, where is it? The MLSP call to action widget. I believe at that time this widget only existed in this one theme, the one that I'm running, which is the Pro theme, and it certainly couldn't do you couldn't do the things we're about to do with it right now, which is insert it into your blog. So just in case anybody doesn't know, it's this MLSP call to action widget that's being used on my blog to fill in the features. See the MLSP call to action widget there. It's being used to fill in this MLSP home menu item. And so when I take you over to the blog here and just show you the home menu, and just let it go, going, it's driving itself. Okay, this is that widget. This is the MLSP call to action widget that's being used to fill these three, they're click on. You can just click on them and download the demo, go to the MLSP campaign. What's new? What they've introduced, and by the way, I believe this widget is now available on all of the themes. So anything you can have this widget in it. What they've done that's new, and I'm going to go now to posts, is that made this available as a menu item in your editor. So here I have a post, and I want to show you this post for just a moment here. It's called Multi-Level Marketing. What is it? And it's loading. And you're going to see in a moment, as we scroll down this post, you're going to see in a moment, there's nothing here. And that's the point I wanted to make, because you're going to see something appear here in just a moment. I'll show you how to do this. So what we're going to do is edit the post. And we're going to the editor. It's going. Okay, here's the editor. Now we need to be in the visual editor. So we are in the visual editor. There is an icon here called MLSP Call to Action. So let me show you. I'm going to just put my cursor right there. I'm going to click on the MLSP Call to Action. And I can now select any of the MLSP campaigns that they have loaded into this call to action. So for example, if I just want to load the mastery sales page, let's just pretend that that's all I want. I'm going to leave it left justified, standard layout, tell it OK. And I'm going to update. And it is updating. So while it's doing its update, once again, we have to be in the visual editor. We're just selecting this MLSP call to action icon that they put into the visual editor here. And I'm going to now just view the post. And what you're going to see is that there is a new icon loaded right into the blog post itself. There it is. So, can you imagine, just imagine the power of this, that you can load this stuff right into your posts and have any of these MLSP campaigns sitting in the middle of a blog post. So we're talking about what is multi-level marketing, and etc. And we asked them, do you want fresh leads daily? Free 19-minute video reveals a secret. Bingo. Free lifetime access. They are off to that BizBuilder account. What can I tell you? So all they have to do then is go ahead and do the normal thing, which is they're going to get asked for their email address, and they're going to have that, and you're going to have them as a lead. So once again, very, very simple to do. Does anybody have any questions about that? This is the really simple thing, is loading these system campaigns, the MLSP, or it's the profit campaigns, loading them into your blog posts. So we got this little widget here. We just click on the widget, tell it what campaign we want it to load, and save it. We're off to the races. Very, very, very powerful. And for those of you, if there's anybody here who isn't in MLSP, this capability doesn't exist outside of MLSP. This widget, this plugin is not available. You can't download it to your WordPress site if you're hosted somewhere else. You have to be hosted on MLSP sites to use this capability. Does anybody have any questions? Is there any question? Can you see the chat, Bill, Larry? Is there any questions showing up in the chat?
I can't see the chat.
No, it's it's Allie said she missed the beginning. Can you do a quick recap?
Yeah, Allie, sadly, you were here and you dropped out. I wonder what happened. And it must be dinner with Allie, not lunch. Okay. real quick, but you'll have the replay available too. In fact, let me just do that. Let me continue on, because that's one capability, and I can either help you if you need help with it, or you can take a look at the replay. Either way, but rather than it's already almost 15 minutes into the presentation, and we're going to go past the normal time for this presentation, I can promise you. So, okay, let me show you another piece of capability, and then I'll show you how to do this. lenmooney.com / Santi. This isn't gonna mean anything immediately. Notice, attention struggling Asante business owners. Free download. Discover 11 secrets to success in your Asante business. Targeted directly at the people. Let me show you something else. lenmooney.com/OC. Discover 11 secrets to success in your Send Out Cards business. Attention struggling Send Out Cards business owners. Now, if you can just think for a minute about the power of what you're looking at, we're using the same capture page in Funnelizer, and all we're doing is we have a couple of variables sitting here that we can load the variable with anything we want it to be. In fact, all I have to do is go here to where the word target is and type in anything I want. And anything I want shows up in the capture page. So you can on the fly edit, modify a capture page so that someone who's seen this page thinks that it is targeted directly to them. Now, the power of this is just absolutely unimaginable. So let me take you into Funnelizer and show you how to do this. So I'm going to close this page, and I'm going to go to MLSP login and just go into my account. And
oh, good. Now we know Len's password.
Right. Funnelizer beta. Okay, this takes a couple seconds to load. I got a bunch of funnels. So we're going to do this. I'm going to show you how to put these variables into your funnels, and then I'm going to show you how to do the tracking that they showed you how to do last night. And so once again, oh, sorry, I have to do this. So once again, we're going to probably go past the top of the hour. If anybody has to leave, you have to leave, but this will be a complete recording and it will be available. So Funnelizer is loading. I got a bunch of funnels, so it takes a little while to load. Always does. And there's only one funnel that I'm working with right now. I mean, what I'm about to show you, we can do this with any funnel. But the one I'm working with is this one called AWeber Lead. So let me just edit that funnel. And that funnel actually is a two-page funnel. The first page is the opt-in page. I'm going to edit the opt-in page. So once again, I'm assuming that at least to this level, you know how to use Funnelizer. And if you don't, then get in touch with me, and I'll help you out. So here we go, edit page. And there is the funnel. Now, here's the secret. The secret is to where you want a variable to insert this right there. So the thing you're inserting is open bracket, the word target : and this syntax is absolutely mandatory. If you enter, for example, the word target, leave the colon out, it won't work. Target : and then a word. And this is the word that's going to be replaced by whatever variable you put in the URL. So, whoops, again, up here, bracket, target, colon, and then this word. Again, this word is the word that's going to be replaced. Now, let me leave that sit there. Notice the word here is home. The word there is MLM. Let me close for a moment the editor. I haven't changed anything. Let me just get the funnel URL. Now, because what I showed you before was using pretty links, and I'll back up and show you how to do this whole thing, but let me take you one step at a time. So here's my funnel URL. Paste and go. Now notice the words are, right now, the words are the default words, home and MLM, because I haven't given it a target to go to. I haven't done the target. Is this making sense? Do you understand? Currently, the target isn't filled in. And let me just make sure, make sure I have the correct format here. So, question mark, target equals whatever I want it to be. Bingo. There it is. Whatever I want. Whatever I want. I must have typed an S in there. I did. Okay, let me get rid of the S. That looks silly. Bingo. So there it is. Whatever I want. Whatever I want. So you're talking to a customer, or you've got somebody, and you want to send them. You're going to send them a link to your free ebook, like I'm doing, or something else, and they're in the XYZ company, and you say, look, I got something that may help you out. Let me just send this to you. Bingo. They get the capture page that says struggling XYZ business owners, blah. So you can load these funnels and make them specific to the company that the person you're working with, or to whatever the person you're working with is interested in. This is, in my opinion, just incredibly powerful. Now, how did I do the rest of this that I showed you in the beginning? Well, I started off with pretty links. So what I've done then, I'll take you back to my actual website, and then we're going to come back and look at tracking. So, okay. And yeah, you know my password, Larry. It's 8 little things in a row. Where's Pretty Links? I know you're here somewhere. Come on, behave yourself. Here it is, Pretty Links. So what I've done is I've created several Pretty Links, actually what I want to do is look at the groups. So I created a group of Pretty Links. So, and this is another level. I'm going to assume that you know how to use Pretty Links. If you don't, ask me. So I have one Pretty Link for Asante. So you see it says lenmooney.com Asante. I have one for Sendot cards. So it says lenmooney.com SOC. I mean, I just created these links. And where these links go to, let me show you, lenmooney.com Asante, for example, where these links go to is the funnel. So there's the actual funnel address, question mark target Asante. So these Pretty Links are going to the modified funnel address. I hope that's all making sense. I hope I'm going slow enough for everybody. So that when I come back to, I'm going to close that page and just open a new. So when I come back up here and I just tell it lenmooney.com/Asante, that's a Pretty Link, and it's just going to load the funnel with the keywords Asante in it, or with the target words Asante, so that, again, if I'm looking in Facebook groups where people are in Asante, I'm talking to somebody and you're in Asante, huh? Yeah, why? How's it going for you? Are you getting leads? Well, I'm struggling. Well, gee, I have something that might interest you. Let me send it to you. It's specifically for you. And of course, we're cheating. I mean, everyone's going to get the same ebook in this case, but nevertheless, it's pretty powerful. Okay, are there any questions? I'm going to close out Pretty Link. I'm going to close the funnel editor for just a moment. And actually, no, I don't want to do that. I actually want to go back into this funnel. So the final thing is the tracking. So let me just click anywhere in the opt-in form and edit integrations for a moment. Now, if you all remember, we have these. What are they? I can't even remember what they call them. What do they call these different? Oh God! Somebody help me. Chris, you probably remember. What do they call these buttons in that you can put into your MLSP integrations? So I have an MLSP integration that says it leads into Aweber, and it has a symbol in it. I'm pulling a blank. I'm sorry. Let me close the editor and go into MLSP. Go to MLSP itself. I want to go to the to the CRM. So somebody has got to remember we have these labels. Sorry. They call them labels. Oh, God. Alzheimer's must be setting in. So you can create as many labels as you want in CRM. You can have different labels. And if you have the funnel has labels in it, so that when someone logs in through the funnel, they'll be labeled that they came in through that specific funnel. And that specific funnel has leads into Aweber. And the reason for this is, this goes back to the very beginning of Funnelizer, when they were teaching us how to create a funnel that loaded both the CRM and your autoresponder at the same time. So I just created a lead, and I knew that anyone who came through that funnel was, or anyone who had this label was coming through that funnel. So let me go backwards now, and I'm going to use one of my pretty links just because it's easier for me to just load the URL this way. That's not going to work. It's going to tell me that page doesn't exist. It's easier for me to load it this way than it is for me to try to type out and remember the whole funnel, the correct URL for the funnel. Okay, so let's say that we're going to target these Asante people, and we're going to target them on Facebook with a Facebook ad. So what we're going to put here, and again, the syntax is very important, and T equals, and this is going to be our tracking code now. So let's just say that our tracking code is going to be a Facebook ad, and that's what we want. We want to know if anybody comes through this funnel, they're coming from an ad that we're running on Facebook. So there's the funnel. So that when I now enter my email, I'm going to use a bogus email, a bogus name, lentest@hotmail.com, and we'll call it lentest. So when I enter this funnel, all that information is going to pass through with me. So once again, look at what we have here. We've got a funnel that's personalized to whatever it is you think your customer is going to be interested in, and we're going to find out, we're going to track exactly where this lead comes from. Let me close that. We don't need this running. This funnel has 2 pages to it. There is a second page. So let me go back to the CRM now and refresh it. And so here's this new lead that we just captured today, Lentest, and let's look at that lead. It says it came through the funnel that has the label leads into Aweber, and it came from, the source was Facebook ads. So all of that tracking information has passed through that URL into CRM. So let me close some of this stuff now. And stop the share for a moment. Okay, so I came back now and I stopped the screen share for a moment. And hey, Florian, hello. Boy, what time is it there? You're in the Philippines, right? What time is it over in the Philippines right now? Okay, so let me just stop there for a moment. Those were the three major things that were introduced last night in MLSP. First off, Bill and Larry, since you're over on this side, let me just have you guys unmute. Were you able to follow that, or did I still go too fast?
I was able to follow it.
Okay.
I thought it was good training.
Does anybody have any questions out there? What's mini-heimers, Chris? And does anybody have any questions out there? I'm watching the chat. And then, like I said, Allie, within just a few moments, I'll be able to send you a link for the replay. The replay will be up in 5 minutes. And I'll be able to send you a link for the replay so that you can watch the very beginning. And then if you still have a question or any questions, just get in touch with me. I will help you. Mini-heimers. Mini-himmers. I guess I don't know what that means. You're leaving me in the dust. Hey, we're actually done at noon. I didn't think it would be done at noon. I thought it would take longer. But if there's no questions, we'll call it lunch with Len, and we'll just all go away. Just looking to see. I think Bob just joined. Hi, Bob. On Tuesday, Larry, you're on Tuesday?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And what are we going to be talking about on Tuesday? More of Florida or more of Colorado?
Oh, a little bit of both.
A little of both? Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I have no idea, Rick. I don't know what you're referring to. All right, Craig, if you need help, ask for it. Don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed. This stuff, this is getting pretty sophisticated, and we're only using one capture page in the funnelizer to demonstrate it. And funnelizer still has its little bugs every now and then, so there could be some capture pages that it doesn't quite work on. I don't know. I don't want to go out lot. I want to be very careful that I didn't say that I know that there's pages it doesn't work on. But because they used a different capture page last night and demonstrated it, so presumably it's all good. Well, that's a good. I don't know, where are you finding this, Rick? Get your butt over here. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, we're past noon. Anyone who wants to drop off, my feelings won't be hurt. I understand. I'm bringing Rick over because I don't understand his question and where it's coming from, and or maybe he's just joking. I don't know. So maybe he's just trying to have some fun with me. But that's okay. Sometimes I don't understand jokes. So, and other than that, once I get Rick over here and he's on his way, I know he's on his way. He's in the ether somewhere. coming across. Maybe he's coming across. Let's see. I hear a lot of clicking going on. Is that you, Bill?
Oh, sorry, that was me.
That's okay. It's not. Don't be sorry. It's not bother me any. I guess Rick. I guess he didn't come. All right. I guess he chose not to come. All right. So Rick's still over there. All right. Well, that's it then. If there's no questions, we're going to close it down for today. Again, if anybody has any questions or help, or if you try to implement this stuff and you get lost, get in touch with me. I'm here for you. So I'm going to stop the broadcast. Thank you, everybody, for coming, and we'll see you on Tuesday for Larry and what goes on in Colorado and Florida. The World Traveler. Bye for now.